First, Bill Melugin on the ground in Uvalde, Texas. Bill.
Yeah, Harris, good morning to you. The aftermath of this mass shooting is ripping families apart here in Uvalde. You just highlighted the Garcia family. We would like to take a moment again to highlight their heart-wrenching situation. So take a look at this photo right here. This is Joe and Irma Garcia. They were high school sweethearts. They were married 24 years. Irma was a fourth grade teacher at Robb Elementary. She was killed in the mass shooting here on Tuesday. Then we find out yesterday that Joe suddenly dies of a heart attack. They leave 4 children behind, and we want to show you this video. Take a look. This is Joe yesterday, video recorded yesterday, showing Joe going to the school to place flowers at a cross with his wife's name on it to memorialize her. We've learned that hours after this video was recorded, Joe passed away of a heart attack. Both of them gone within a 48-hour span, leaving 4 young children behind. Hard to even put it into words. It's also having an impact on the shooter's family. Take a look at this photo taken by Fox News yesterday here in Uvalde. This is the shooter's mother. Her name is Adriana Reyes, and what you're looking at is she is praying with a rosary on the front porch of her parents' house here in Uvalde. She appeared to be emotional, rocking back and forth. She declined to speak with Fox News, saying she was praying, but she is obviously going through quite a bit right now as well. We also want to show you our live Fox News drone right now above the school. We want to walk you through this. So that ditch you see right there, that is where we are told the shooter crashed his car. He gets out with a rifle and starts shooting at 2 witnesses at this funeral home you see in the video. Then he starts running towards the school. He jumps that chain link fence that you see while he's shooting at the school, and he's able to make entry into the west side of the school through an open door, a door that was left unlocked. And we're hearing horrible stories now, like the case of 11-year-old girl Maya Sorillo, whose parents tell us she smeared a friend's blood on her and tried to play dead in an effort to stay alive. She did end up surviving that shooting, but now the loved ones of deceased children, like Xavier Lopez, are asking, where was the security? Why was that door unlocked? Take a listen.
They didn't follow what the school guidelines are. What happened to the security?
Don't understand exactly what happened, but I think that they should have gone ahead and secured that back door.
It was a bad situation which had never happened. Yes. A lot of kids got killed.
And Harris, in less than an hour, 11 a.m. local time, we are expecting a DPS press conference where I am told by law enforcement sources there is going to be significant new information released. I'm also told they feel they have the timeline down concrete now, basically to the second. They understand exactly what happened and when it happened. And again, I'm told there will be significant new information released at this press conference later on this morning. We'll have it live for our viewers, of course.
Bill, real quickly before I let you go, because I've got a police chief from a very big city here on the East Coast, and we're going to talk about, responding to these things. So I want to ask, what are the parents saying about those moments? And I know you've had a chance to talk to some people about those moments when they were held back, because there's so many stories. One of a mother who was handcuffed. Her dad was tased, or pepper sprayed. She then was released from handcuffs and got into some side of the building and jumped the fence. They didn't even have a perimeter going on. I don't even know how that was possible, but the grace of God, she got in and rescued her 2 children because she knew where they were. Now, what we may find out is that some parents were in communication with some of those kids in other parts of the school. We know that one little girl who lost her life, Bill, from your own reporting, was calling 911. But that is just a remarkable and very jarring story to hear.
Yeah, Harris, it is. And look, it's going to be a tough pill for a lot of the parents to swallow when they heard that press conference yesterday that shooter was essentially in the school for an hour before there was a breach attempt. Because keep in mind, what they're saying is, what if there were children who were bleeding out in that classroom? What if there was a chance for some of them to survive and they waited and they didn't go into that room? Now, there's another perspective as well. I've been talking with law enforcement sources who say, look, these were basic street patrol officers. They had no ballistic shield. They didn't have this kind of training for a barricaded suspect. And they call that door with the gunman waiting there with an AR rifle. They said that would have been a funnel of death, essentially, if they just tried bursting into that room one-on-one. You would have had a bunch of dead cops on your hands. So any way you slice this, this is just a horrible situation. You have kids potentially dying, bleeding out in the room, and then you have cops trying to decide, do we breach it, do we not? Are we all going to be killed? You know, well, I'm obviously not a law enforcement expert. I will defer that to those who are, but that is just what some law enforcement sources have been, that's what some sources have been telling me, is think about what those officers were also thinking about as they were considering, do we breach that room, Harris?
All right, I'll get into it. Bill Melugin, thank you very much.